people joining in, and I would mute you all from my side, okay, just to ensure that there is no clutter when someone else joins. And I would request you all to also use the chat window to confirm whether you are able to hear me or not. Let's see, I request you all to please use chat window and quickly confirm whether you are able to hear me or not. Perfect. You all are able to hear me. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see towards the end how much information you can store. Okay. All right. First of all, congratulations to people who are planning to get into this field of data science or AI, because this is going to be the future. And you have rightly chosen a career or a path which is going to stay here for probably the next 1 or 2 decades easily. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. As part of this particular demonstration session, I am going to okay. I'm going to talk about what is 360 DigiTMG, what kind of training service do we offer, what is AI Sprite, and what kind of projects we do as part of AI Sprite. And having a fair bit of understanding on these things will help you all decide whether we are the right people or not for you to enroll for the program. So let me share my screen. Let me also quickly, oops, that's a wrong thing that has come up. Let me open my LinkedIn profile and let me close the other windows which actually don't make sense. Okay, and then I'm only going to have the meaningful slides or meaningful windows remain on my screen. That's the first thing I should have done. Sorry about that. So let me open my profile and quickly introduce myself. My name is Bharani Kumar Depuru. I hold a master's degree from IIT in computer science, and I also have a master's degree from Indian School of Business. It's not called as master's degree, it's called as PG program Max, PGP Max, which is for senior executives. I'm also CEO of two companies. One is AI Sprite, which is AI services company, and I'm also CEO of 360 DigiTMG, which is into training services. And I'm also visiting faculty at Indian School of Business. And also, I'm teaching at London Business School. That's in short about my boring profile. I have 20 years of experience. Of course, one more thing. I work with HSBC, Indian Tobacco Corporation, Infosys, and Deloitte before forming these two companies. So that sets the context, okay, for us to proceed further. Now let's proceed further and try to understand a few more details about the program. Towards the end, I will take your questions if you have any, but until then, I request you to just hold on to your horses. So we have programs in the space of business analytics, data analytics, data science, data engineering, ML ops, and generative AI. Okay. And we are probably the only company on the entire planet who have 76 plus domain analytics courses. We have life sciences, healthcare analytics, supply chain analytics, marketing analytics, financial analytics, so on and so forth. And the list would go on and on. Sports analytics, geospatial analytics, and a bunch of things. And a lot of people who want to get into this field of data science or data analytics or artificial intelligence, they often ask me this question on what is the difference, first of all, among these different terms. artificial intelligence, for instance. What is artificial intelligence? People who are driving cars, okay, people who know about vehicle, what do you do as a human? The moment there's a red signal, you apply brake. Okay, if you have to take a left, you rotate the steering. Then you apply, you change the gears, so on and so forth. You do it manually, right? If this human intelligence, which you are using to apply brake when there is a red signal, if this process can be automated using artificial intelligence, then that is AI basically, right? So human intelligence getting automated is nothing but artificial intelligence. And self-driving cars, driverless vehicles are a classic example of artificial intelligence, right? However, to build artificial intelligence applications, you need knowledge of data science, data, right? And analyzing that data basically and bringing out meaningful insights from the data, doing various scientific work on that data is called as data science. Okay, a few of them are trying to annotate, so I'll disable the annotation bit of it. Okay. And people who work in this field of data science would be called as data scientists. Within data science, there is a subject called as data mining. It's like coal mining, friends. You dig coal, you get coal, right? But sometimes you might also get diamond, right? Diamond is very precious. So when you are digging to get a rare mineral, sometimes you might get diamond, which is very costly. Now, those are the kind of insights, right? Those are the kinds of deep insights that you have to glean, that you have to get from the data. That is called as data mining. Within data mining, you have supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, so on and so forth, various things, right? But in short, data mining is all about digging the data and getting more insights, deeper insights. Within data mining, you have something called as machine learning. Machine learning does not mean typical machines learning something. Machine learning means you learning the patterns in the data. Okay, what do I mean by that? Say, for example, in the past, people of age 32 years, male, uh, did their graduation, have international certification, etc. Say people of this kind have got jobs of salaries more than 8 lakhs. Okay. And maybe there are a few other people who belong to this age group of 40 years, female, holds post graduation degree. Okay. And they have a lot of certifications. And hence, probably their salaries are more than 20 lakhs per annum. This is a pattern which a model learns. Next time, if you have a similar kind of a person with 32 years, male, graduation, certain certifications, then your model will predict and say that people of this kind in the past were getting salaries of 8 lakh per annum. Hence, you all who belong to similar category might also get 8 lakhs per annum or 20 lakhs per annum, etc. So machine learning is all about learning the patterns in the data. Okay. Don't assume that machines, typical machines will start learning something. Okay. Then within machine learning, you have something called as deep learning. Deep learning, the name itself says that it is very deep, right? So deep learning is nothing but neural networks. The chat GPT application that you're seeing now is a classic example of deep learning algorithm. And deep learning algorithms are majorly used to handle unstructured data such as images, videos, audio, textual data, etc. And within that, again, you have reinforcement learning and so on and so forth. Right. You can also think about generative AI as another thing within that. Okay, anyways, no matter what you do, at the end of the day, you end up building AI applications. No matter what you do in this, at the end of the day, it is going to be an AI application which people are going to use. I'll give you a few examples, friends, of a few of the AI solutions that we built. But before that, let us also demystify and try to understand what is the difference between data analyst, data scientist, and a data engineer. Most often people have these questions, right? What is the difference between, a data engineer versus data analyst and a data scientist? The answer is that data engineer is a person who will try to go and get the data from different data sources. Okay, what do you mean by this? Okay, to answer that, I would pick up one of the projects here, and then or one of the images here, and help you guys understand quickly on what is the role of a data engineer. So quickly, if I were to show you, then I will have to pull one of the interesting projects so that you all also start appreciating that. Just a moment while I try to pick up one of the interesting use cases to showcase to you guys. Okay, I found something. I'm assuming that would be interesting for you all. And here we go. Okay. Let me try out with this. And hopefully you'll understand. So if you have a typical wind turbine, right? A wind turbine will have a lot of sensors, isn't it? Wind turbines will have a lot of sensors such as pressure sensors, temperature sensors, and they'll have a lot of accelerometers. They will have a lot of other things such as vibration, sound, and multiple other things like spindle speed, hydraulic pressure, etc. Data engineer is responsible to get the data from all these different sensors and store it in a database. Simple. Okay. Or if you have social media data, right? You have the data which is getting generated on social media. Data engineer is responsible to go collect that data and put it into a database, either a database or a data warehouse or a data lake. Data engineer's job is only that, but it's very complicated here. They'll go to different websites, they'll get the data and put it into a database. I'll delve deeper into this, okay, at a later point of time. Then data analysts will take that data and analyze to figure out what happened until now. What happened until now. So let me tell you this, that you also have data pertaining to coal price. If you are into steel manufacturing, sorry to take a slight detour, my example was slightly off track, I agree completely to that. Say there is a typical steel manufacturing company. What do they need to manufacture steel? They need iron ore, they need coal, they need scrap of steel, etc., etc. Now, if you want to procure coal, you want to know obviously what is the price of coal, and the details, which is the price of the coal, would be available on some website. On some website, you will have the prices of the coal. Every day or every month, what is the price of the coal would be available on a database. You as a data engineer will get that data and put it into a database. Then what does a data analyst do? Data analyst will create a trend line, for example, and figure out what happened until now. Were the prices, coal prices increasing, or were the coal prices decreasing? Or were the coal prices fluctuating a lot? What was happening with respect to the coal price? This is what a typical data analyst does. What happened until now? If it is sales data, were the sales increasing or decreasing or staying constant, or was there too much of fluctuation, etc.? If it is profit data, were the profits increasing or decreasing or fluctuating too much or fluctuating less? That kind of analysis on what happened until now, until then, is the job of data analyst. Then what is the job of a data scientist? Data scientist will predict the future. Say you took the data until December 24, the coal price data, and your data analyst does some analytics on it and figures out that, what, coal price has been increasing continuously. Now, that's the job of data analyst. What happened until now? What might happen in the future is the job of a data scientist. Data scientists will predict on what might be the coal price moving forward for the next 1 year, for the next 6 months. What will be the price of the coal? Okay. So data analyst will analyze and tell you what happened until now, but data scientists will tell you what might happen in the future. Right? Data scientist is a fortune teller, basically, backed by data. And data engineer is supposed to only get the data from different data sources and put it into a database or a data lake, etc. Now, I think the interesting bit starts here, where I'm going to show you a few real world projects that were accomplished and also explain you about the salary ranges. Data scientists, since data scientists is going to talk about the future, they are paid slightly more, right? These are US salaries. It's basically extracted from a few of the top-notch research forums. Data analysts get $69,000 per annum. Machine learning engineers get $112,000 per annum. Data engineers get $93,000 per annum, depending on how much work you spend. Right? This information is taken from Forbes magazine, which and the research that they do is considered to be good. We also did a lot of research because we are predominantly training people in Indian market. We know historically that a lot of people got placed in different companies, and obviously we ask them, what is the salary that you get? And they let us know. Freshers, people with no experience, just got trained, worked on a few projects and got a job. They get anywhere between 4.5 lakhs to 14 lakhs per annum. And experienced people get anywhere between 25 to 40 lakhs. That is, for every year of experience, you might get anywhere between 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, just as a rough indication. Then this is the kind of salary that data analyst gets. 4.3 to 12 lakhs per annum, fresher, who is newly out of college, gets trained on data analytics and works on 1 or 2 projects. And experienced people get 20 to 30 lakhs, given that their experience is between 8 to 10 years. Okay. There are a lot of awards and accolades that we have won. Okay, a lot of international awards for the projects that we have worked upon. And these are the kind of projects that we are going to introduce into the training curriculum also. And a lot of the people who train you, they actually work on real world projects. 70% of their time they spend on projects and 30% of their time on trainings. Whatever they learn, they deliver as part of trainings. And a lot of them have their project details published on international journals. Okay. And here are a few people whose jobs, who got transition. We have people
Kindly hold on. There should be some connectivity issue that should be happening. I'll just check and please hold on. We are checking where is the technical glitch. Just allow us 2 minutes. We'll come back to you.
Hey, sorry, friends. Extremely sorry for this. I think there was a glitch at my end, right? So sorry about that. Let me share my screen and we shall get started. Or we will continue from where we have left actually. So we have a lot of our students who got trained through us and got placed in different companies, right? So we have people who joined Google, they are working with Amazon, they are working with Walmart, etc., top-notch companies, right? We also have people who are working with big four companies such as Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst and Young, right? KPMG. Let me show those details. Yeah, here. Let me quickly type big four companies. And Deloitte, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst and Young, and KPMG are called as big four companies. They pay a lot of salary, basically, right? If you get placed in these top-notch companies. And you name an IT services-based company, our people are working there. How do I prove it to you guys? I can prove it to you guys by going to our YouTube channel and I'll take you guys to the placement success stories where you'll also find that people are working in Dubai in companies such as Alshaya, Starbucks and all you must be aware of, right? Alshaya is the parent company. If you want franchisee of Starbucks, Mothercare, H&M, etc., you have to basically go through Alshaya. At least if you want the franchisee of these in Europe and Middle East. Then we have people working in UHL Hospital in Ireland. We have people working in Malaysian Airlines in Malaysia. We have people working in Emirates in Dubai, Emirates Airlines. We have people working in different companies. And TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, you name it, Capgemini, etc. We have multiple people working. You know, I'll just scroll it, and then you have a bunch of people who got placed until now. It's not a small thing, basically, getting these many people placed in different companies. It's a big thing, right? And certainly, you go ask anyone, they will tell you how difficult it is, right, to get people placed. And we take great pride in that. Second thing is we have our students who work on projects. Their project details also get published on international journal. We conduct an interview with them as well to understand how was the journey of getting your article published on international journal. We also have a lot of industry connects. We have people from Microsoft, Deloitte, etc., coming in, DHL, etc., and they are talking about how people should get themselves trained to get into this field of data science. And all of these people eventually are in touch with us. So we will come to know what openings, job openings exist in their companies. And these job openings will be posted on our website. You can directly go apply for the jobs. So complete transparency is what we are trying to get. And they're working in all these companies, in BMW Group, in Coca-Cola, in Wipro, in Meta also. People are working basically. Facebook. Okay. Next, everyone says that in order to give you a job, I want you to upfront have some experience. But you need a job to get that experience, right? Someone should give you a job to get that experience. And that is exactly what we do at 360 Digit MG and AI Sprite. We will give you an opportunity to work on internship projects with us. That will give you the required knowledge. It will also give you some kind of experience. With that experience and with that real world knowledge, you can go jump in and try to get a job. Now, at this juncture, I should talk about three things and then I'll talk about projects also. Yeah, I promise to that I'll do it. We have the training roadmap or the learning roadmap divided into three phases. Okay, what are those phases? Phase one is called as training phase, where all the real world projects that we work on, we are bringing them into the training curriculum. So you will no longer have to work on textbook examples. Okay, you will work on real world examples. We also have our office in Malaysia. So this particular point is Malaysia based. You can ignore that. Next, we also have phase two. In phase two, you will be working on assignments. Okay, you'll be typically working on assignments. Then you'll have phase three, which is placement assistance. And in this placement assistance, you will also work on real world projects. Placement assistance does not only mean we will help you create your resume. Okay, we will help you update your LinkedIn profile, etc. Not just that. We will also help you work on real world projects. That is also part of your placement assistance only. 100%. No doubt about that. Right. And then we will give you exposure to deploy your projects on cloud. Once you complete the project, we will do a Viva session on you. This Viva session will help you understand where you stand. Okay, it will help you understand what are your weak areas, what are your strong areas, and then you can work on your weak areas. You can become better. And the top 3 students will get a chance to have their project details published on international journal. That means on your resume, you can just mention that you have your project published on international journal, which will increase the employability chances. Okay, then you also will get access to 600 plus people who got placed through us. Will give you access to those. Of course, their details and LinkedIn details are there on our website also. Okay, so what are those kind of projects which you are going to work on? I'll throw some light on that. And let me now take you guys through the journey of AI Sprite. Quickly, I'll not take a lot of time, but you should know the kind of work that we are doing and the kind of projects which you are going to eventually work on. So AI Sprite is artificial intelligence Sprite. Sprite means active. Okay. And we have a lot of top-notch companies. We have an amazing project management methodology, which is followed to handle any data-related project, be it data analytics or data science. Okay, and what we do is basically we try to understand what are the different data sources and whether the data coming from these data sources is stored in a database or a data warehouse or a data lake, and we create a high level pipeline. high-level pipeline basically. Then we try to ask the stakeholders or the department heads of a company on what kind of questions they have. What answers do they need? What kind of reports and dashboards do they need? And do they need it on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis? We get these details and then we create reports or dashboards to answer those questions. Okay, it is scientific driven approach. We don't go in a haphazard manner. So a few reports are generated using Tableau. A few of these reports are generated using um, Power BI. A few are developed using Python itself. Okay. Then we also build a lot of forecasting models. We try to understand the entire value chain of a company. And then we try to understand who are the different suppliers or vendors, what are the inputs that they supply, or what is the service that they offer. And then we get started with forecasting models. I'll give you an example of one typical steel manufacturing company. This steel manufacturing company will procure steel from Indonesia, from South Africa, from UK, etc. Now, how much should they procure? For that, you do demand forecasting. In future, how much coal and how much iron ore would I need? How many tons would I need? Second, at what price should I procure the coal or iron ore? Right. So pricing analytics, we do price forecasting. And then third thing is, how much quantity of coal should I get from Indonesia, South Africa, and UK? This part is called as optimization, basically, right? Data optimization. So we include all of these things into a solution, but we also include external factors. We include external factors such as what is the GDP of that country? What is the inflation rate of that country? What is the stock value of that country? What are the labor laws? What are the sustainability laws? And then we build a holistic solution here. So these are called as real world projects. Real world projects does not mean you just take one column and say, I'll build forecasting models on that. Those are not real world projects. Okay. So this is how we will give you in-depth knowledge about the projects. And these are all the different forecasting projects for different customers that we have done. Then once you get the inputs from suppliers or vendors, what will you do with those inputs? You process it. And when you process it, you use machines. And when you use machines, machines might fail, right? So this is the project which we have done for one of the German company called as Schnell Group. And this machine that you're seeing is called as Prima 13. We get the data from IoT sensors, Internet of Things sensors, like what is the temperature of the machine. Wirelessly, the data is sent to the database. That's called a SCADA system, but yeah, to a database. In that way, vibration, spindle speed, hydraulic pressure, all these details we get from the machine, and we predict A, whether a machine will fail or not. B, when will a machine fail? Will it fail in the next 20 hours? Will it fail after next 1 day? When will it fail? C, which component will fail? If you know which component is going to fail, you can send this information to the logistics department, inventory department. They will go buy these components, procure these components, and keep it in their inventory. So that if a machine fails, quickly they can replace the components. And many other projects in the space of wind turbine also we are doing projects. Then we help you learn deep learning algorithms. In that, you will learn object detection algorithms. A few of the projects, at least I'll walk you guys through. This is for one of the leading steel manufacturers once again. They have 150 acres solar plant in Raipur in India. The problem is that in the 150 acre solar plant, if one of the solar panel is damaged, if there is a physical damage or electrical damage or if there is excessive dust, or if there is a bird drop. It is very difficult to identify, right? Two people will go on a bike to figure out which panel is damaged. 150 acres. It's not a good way to figure out what panels are damaged. So what we did is we have flown drones on top of 150 acres solar panel plant, and drone will capture images using multispectral cameras. These images are then fed into our AI solution, which will predict what are the panels which are damaged, physical damage, electrical damage, excessive dust, or bird drop, etc. Then we did projects for a few of the leading steel manufacturers in Indore. They were saying that whenever flammable items such as cylinders or shock absorbers go into burning furnace, they put all this crap into burning furnace. Then burning furnace will melt it and then come up with molten steel. And the temperature of that burning furnace will be 1700 degrees Celsius. In summers, if the temperature is 50 degrees Celsius, we will say, oh my God, it's burning. Think about 1700 degrees Celsius. If there is a blast, what will happen? That liquid will come and fall on the people around, the workers around, and it will pierce through the body, thereby killing them. Loss of life. And the moment there is loss of life, what will happen? Union strike, government bodies will come, they will audit, labor strike will be there, police department will cause problem for you. To counter all these things, we built a solution and we put it on, these are called as edge-based solutions. Edge, EDGE, edge-based solutions. And it will real-time detect whether there are any flammable items or not. There's a project which we have done for a Swedish-based automobile manufacturing company, Volvo trucks basically, where this worker is bringing the engine chassis, putting that on the fixture, and he'll be closing the clamps. If at all wrong clamping sequence is followed, then there is an alarm. Light diode LED, red color LED will glow the entire floor in red color, which is an indication for supervisor and this worker that something is really going wrong. We did projects for largest steel distributors also, where you just need to take your camera, walk around, and then it will automatically count how many 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm steel rods exist. Okay, inventory management. We worked in the space of construction where all these drawings, these are called as drawings, are converted into bar bending schedule. It will automatically pull the data and create an Excel sheet on what shape steel rods are needed, what should be the weight, size, diameter, etc. Then we worked in the space of poultry, where using our solution, you can determine whether the chicks are of 1 week or 2 week or 3 week old. What is the weight of the chick? What is the body temperature of the chick? If the body temperature of the chicks is going beyond imagination, you send an alert to the veterinary doctor. They'll come and issue some kind of injection or something to save those chicks to be killed at a later point of time, of course. Yeah. And then if the chicks attain, say, 3.7 kgs or so, alert is sent to the owner, poultry owner, saying that, hey, you can sell your chicks now. This is a thermal camera output, by the way. We do projects for largest pharmaceutical companies. Right? This is for Dr. Reddy's, which is a 20,000 crore pharmaceutical company in India. People were manually counting number of vials and pre-filled syringes, and we automated it. The moment you place it, CCTV will take the image and determine how many vials, how many pre-filled syringes exist. This information will go and save in the backend database. Then using generative AI solution, you can just issue a prompt. How many vials did I manufacture in the last 6 days? How many pre-filled syringes were supplied to northeastern part of the country in that one? And it will give you the results. It will convert that prompt into SQL query. It will go to the backend database, pull the data, and give you the results. Then we also worked in the space of pipe detection for one of the clients in Hyderabad only, where the moment the number of pipes are loaded onto the truck, instead of manually counting, our solution will automatically count how many pipes are there, and it will do a quick comparison with the backend invoice system. If the customer ordered 100, did we put 100 on the truck or not? Then the truck can leave the premise. This is yet another project which we have done for Siemens. Okay, Siemens, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of it. Siemens gets the components from different vendors and they assemble to form machine. But a lot of times after assembling, a lot of parts are left over on the floor itself. Our solution will automatically detect those and automatically store these details on which part it is, etc., in the backend database. So at any given point of time, you will have complete details on how many components are there, where are they. In this way, we have object classification in the space of embryo, where people who don't have kids, they do a treatment called as in vitro fertilization. You take sperm from male, oocyte from female, fertilize outside to form embryo. That is the image that you're seeing on the screen. This embryo is again implanted into the woman's womb. After a few weeks, woman will come to know whether she's pregnant or not. What if she is not pregnant? They'll clean the womb and cycle 2 repeats. Every cycle will cost you 1.5 lakhs to 2 lakhs. It causes a lot of mental strain also. We built a solution wherein you just take the microscopic image of embryo, upload to our solution, and then our solution will give you a probability score on what is the probability that this embryo, if implanted, will lead to pregnancy. And then we build a lot of generative AI solutions in the space of medical literature. If you're building a generative AI solution for life sciences healthcare client, you cannot use large language models which are trained on publicly available data. Your ChatGPT, Gemini, right, Perplexity, etc., are trained on internet data, Common Crawl dataset, Wikipedia dataset, etc. But if you are doing a GenAI solution for a life sciences healthcare client, you need a large language model trained on medical literature, PubMed, BioGPT, BioBert, etc. Right? We have taken such kind of things. We fine-tune using RAG techniques. You learn all these things basically, and we built a solution. We built generative AI solutions for government of India also, Uttarakhand government. They have a lot of GOs, government orders, gazettes. You'll have railway department, roads and buildings department, finance department, commerce department, etc. Each of these departments will have a lot of government orders and gazettes. You cannot humanly remember everything, right? Even if you are IAS officer. So we fine tune the large language model on these documents. So next time, if you ask a question on, hey, I want to invest in Uttarakhand, what is the investment policy? What are the incentives that I get? You need not read 170, 200-page document. You just issue the prompt, our algorithm will work and give you the results. The reason, friends, behind showing all these things is that we are working on these kind of projects. And when you get trained through us, you will be given exposure to work on these kind of projects. And only these kind of projects will help you get a job. If you're getting trained through on some, toy examples on some small data sets, then you'll not get a job. Look at this Siemens thing. The client is clearly telling that they are extremely happy. People from Germany came to India to evaluate our solution and they really loved it. That's the feedback. Biological E Limited, 3,800 crore company, vaccine manufacturing company. When we did a solution for them in the space of forecasting, Look at the kind of feedback that we got from their senior vice president, supply chain. Okay, this is the appreciation thing. So all the client names that I've given are all available here for you for your consumption. Lot of clients. Tata Hitachi is our client. Siemens is our client. We are working with Delhi urban local bodies. We are working with wind turbine companies, solar panel companies, cement manufacturing companies, right? So on and so forth. Pharmaceutical companies, and there are many other companies for whom we do projects. Okay. Hope that gave you enough indication on what kind of projects you'll be working on. And the reason why I've emphasized so much is because placement assistance does not mean only interviews. Placement assistance literally means that we will equip you to work on real world projects and give you enough exposure to clear the interviews automatically, magically. Okay. And in every walk, we have AI. Our learning management system, where all these training slides, training videos will be placed, is also AI driven. You can enable your webcam and it will tell you what are the concepts you are weak at. It will tell you what concepts you are good at, what concepts you are strong, right? It will assess your communication skills. It will tell you whether your communication skills should be improved further or not. We have AI driven resume preparation tool. You just need to upload your resume and job description. You can't compare. It will do a comparison and give you a percentage on what is the percentage match. Higher the percentage match, higher is the chance of your resume getting shortlisted for the interview. You can also select all the keywords which are missing from your resume and generate new resume. We are giving you a lot of resume templates. So this is the kind of help that we are giving you guys. All right, now quickly, say you're a person who got trained from some other training company, and you are a person who are getting trained through 360DigiTMG. The benefit is that you'll work on these kind of real world projects. You'll attend daily meetings as if it's a real world setting, right? As if you're working full time with us. We will treat you like a full time employee and give you that exposure. Whenever we go for a plant visit, whenever we go to any client location, if you want to experience, come along with us. We will take you. We will show you how the manufacturing plant looks like. This is a new thing that we have recently. You will deploy your solutions on cloud on AWS. You need not pay. We will pay for AWS. If you want to use GPU machines, etc., we will pay. You need not pay. We will make you attend the client meetings if you are a good person, good student. If you are a top student, we will get your paper published on international journals. If you have these many things, why will you not get a job? Why will someone else get a job? Think. Okay. There are two parts after this. Either you go and apply for jobs which are posted on our job portal or Naukri, Monster, wherever you want to apply, or join as an intern with AI Spry. And if you really do a good job, you'll get a job elsewhere, or you can join AI Spry itself. Okay. So I think I spoke a lot. We have all these programs where you will have Python, R, P projects, project management methodology, database, SQL, right? Power BI, Tableau, Google Looker Studio, Advanced Excel, many things you'll learn, EDA, etc. And you'll work on one project followed by mock interview. Resume preparation sessions happen every week. Interview prep sessions happen every week. That will lead to success. A few of the tools that you learn would be Excel, Tableau, Power BI, SQL, Python, R, all these different libraries, etc. Then we have another program which is called as Professional Course in Data Analytics. It is a 200-hour program. You'll have assignments and 2 projects to work on. And placement assistance will be given. Assistance in the sense, whatever job openings we come to know through our network, we put it on our job portal on 360DigiTMG website itself. You can directly go and apply. Everything is transparent. We believe in bringing transparency. Okay. Second thing is, you can also get State University of New York diploma certificate. This is going to be very, very interesting, right? Because you'll have a lot of additional learning from State University of New York itself. You will learn about big data analytics. You will learn about TIPCO. You learn about base SAS, Azure data analytics, many things you learn. Okay. Then these are the various courses, right? We also included, for your better understanding, data analytics using PySpark, AWS Cloud Data Analytics, Google Looker Studio, etc. Here you'll be working on 2 projects. Business analytics, 1 project. Data analytics, 2 projects. Okay. And in data analytics, you'll also learn about cloud analytics specifically and big data analytics specifically. These are the various tools which get covered. Then comes, after data analytics comes data science. In data science also we have 2 programs. Certificate course in data science, professional course in data science. As part of this, you will learn Python, you will learn SQL, NoSQL, project management methodology, right? You will learn about machine learning, deep learning. All these things which are in orange color would certainly be taken by me or one of the senior persons. Everything which is in purple color would be online recorded videos. Okay, please remember that. And then here also you'll have 2 projects to work on, followed by a lot of interview sessions and resume prep sessions. These are the various tools which will be covered. Okay, we are going to focus heavily on generative AI and prompt engineering also, and also a lot of auto ML, etc. And then we have data engineering. Within data engineering also, same Python, SQL, data pipelines, training pipeline, inference pipeline. How do you get the data real time? How do you build real time pipeline? What is data warehouse, data lake, data mesh, data fabric? All these things you'll come to know. And interestingly, you will learn data engineering on AWS, Azure, and GCP. All 3 would be covered. And you'll work on 1 project followed by mock interviews, resume preparation sessions, etc. These are the different tools that you're going to learn. Okay, this is a quick comparison of all the different programs, how many hours, how many projects, etc. What certificates you will get from State University of New York, from AI Spry, from 360, all those details are also given. Lot of learning material is there for you all. I think it will be too exhaustive if I get into all those things. What to expect from 360 Digit MG? You can re-attend multiple times. If you don't understand a topic, attend again. Attend the instructor-led training again and again. For 1 year, it's unlimited. You'll have free lifetime access to learning management system. Every module will have quizzes and interview questions. Every module will have practical assignments. You'll have resume preparation every week conducted by HR department. You'll have mind maps. You'll be given job assistance. All the jobs will be on our job portal. You'll be given exposure to work on real world projects. Mock interviews will be conducted. Internship. If you are a brilliant chap, right from month 1, we will pay. Or for the first 2 months or 3 months, you'll have to work for free. Then based on your performance, we'll pay. These and many more, right? So friends, if you want to become either a data engineer or a business analyst or data scientist, You should get into the water and learn swimming. Just by watching videos, reading books, you cannot learn swimming. You cannot become a data engineer or a business analyst or data scientist. Okay. So come join us, gain real world experience, and plunge into this field of data science. Secrets will unbound, as in how you get into our 100% no fail plan. Thank you so much. I know I consumed a lot of time. Earlier, we used to do these demo sessions for 2 hours. I just wonder how we were doing for 2 hours, right? Now we reduce the duration significantly. Let me